Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Eric from Tech. So I guess you can tell on my table, I've got 4 very powerful Red Magic phones. So in no particular order guys, I've got the Red Magic 7 Pro, the Red Magic 7, the Red Magic 8 Pro, and the Red Magic 7S Pro. So this is going to be a performance test between these 4 phones. I'm going to be testing the latest version of Antutu benchmark, which is the version 9.5.9. And then I'm going to be doing a Geekbench 6 test, and then finally a 3D Mark test to see which of these phones actually perform the best. So what are we waiting for guys? Let's get this intense Red Magic version of my benchmark test. Okay guys, so before I begin, a couple of key specs for the phone. On the Red Magic 7 Pro, which has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip, it has 16 GB of RAM and 256 GB of UFS 3.1 storage. The 7 Pro only maxes out at 120Hz refresh rate because of that under-display camera. The Red Magic 7 on the other hand has the highest refresh rate, having it at 165Hz because it doesn't have an under-display camera, and this has 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of UFS 3.1 storage. The Red Magic 8 Pro also maxes out at just 120Hz because it also has that under-display camera, though it has 12 GB of LPDDR5X RAM and 256 GB of UFS 4.0 storage. And the Red Magic 8 Pro has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. The Red Magic 7 Pro also maxes out at just 120Hz because of that under-display camera, and it has the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip. It has 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of UFS 3.1 storage. So with those specs out of the way, let's go ahead and start my first test, which is the Antutu benchmark test.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show.
So I got the order mixed up, but now it's in the correct order when I started the video. So with the Red Magic 7 in third place with 1,021,225. In last place, we've got the Red Magic 7S Pro with 1,017,239. So pretty close scores between the Red Magic 7 phones, and the Red Magic 8 Pro blew these other Red Magic 7 phones out of the water. It's the GPU score that actually increased by a lot on the Red Magic 8 Pro, especially with that Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip. Now if we're going to talk about temperature guys, the phone that ran the coolest was the Red Magic 7S Pro. It only hit 35.8 degrees Celsius, followed by the Red Magic 8 Pro, only around 37 degrees, 39.7 on the Red Magic 7, and 39.3 on the Red Magic 7 Pro. So for the first time, none of these phones actually got hotter than 40 degrees Celsius, so that is a pleasant surprise guys. So that tells me that these phones can perform really well in demanding workloads. In terms of the battery, Red Magic 8 Pro lost 4%, but take note guys, this now has 6000 mAh of batteries, so they actually pretty much use the same amount of battery if you're directly going to be comparing it with the total battery size. 5% on the Red Magic 7S Pro, 6% on the Red Magic 7 Pro, and 8% on the Red Magic 7. Alright, so let me give the phones a chance to cool down, and then we can start with the next test, which is the Geekbench 6. on the Red Magic 7 Pro. Red Magic 7 has a bit lower, 91.3%, while the Red Magic 8 Pro has a very impressive 97.8%. The Red Magic 7S Pro actually got a better stability at 98.8%, so beating out the Red Magic 8 Pro. So I'm not sure if it's because these phones are too close together. I'll probably do another test where I'm going to be running them individually and see how well the stress test runs. So in terms of the temperature, guys, so let's go down. The Red Magic 7 Pro actually got a pretty toasty 54 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty hot. 53 on the Red Magic 7, 48 on the Red Magic 8 Pro, and the coolest phone here is the 46 degrees Celsius on the Red Magic 7S Pro. So that's why it had a better stability, because it didn't get as hot as the other three phones. So a bit of a surprise there, but if we're looking at the maximum performance, the phone with the highest frames per second is the Red Magic 8 Pro with 27. In terms of the battery loss, 73 to 50 on the Red Magic 7 Pro, 64 to 37 on the Red Magic 7, 72 to 58 on the Red Magic 8 Pro, and 75 to 58 on the Red Magic 7S Pro. The phone's got pretty hot, guys, so I'm gonna give it some time to cool down before I run my last test, which is the Geekbench 6 test. So be right back, guys. Alright guys, now for the final test, which is Geekbench 6. So running the Geekbench 6 test in 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so the test is done for the Geekbench 6. Another surprising score here, guys. Red Magic 7S Pro has the best single core score at 1817, though the best multi-core score still belongs to the Red Magic 8 Pro, 5048, followed closely by the Red Magic 7S Pro with 4548. The Red Magic 7 and the Red Magic 7 Pro, they're pretty much neck and neck. 1715 single core on the Red Magic 7 Pro, 1532 on the Red Magic 7, and the multi-core score is just 4 points difference between the two. 3866 here, 3862 there. So overall, these are the scores I'm getting, guys. So if you have the Red Magic 8 Pro, let me know what scores you're getting on your device. So with that said, let me end this benchmark test Red Magic style. And as usual, guys, a sub would be very much appreciated. Please like and subscribe, hit that bell icon notification, and see you all on my next one.